Hello, journalers, welcome back. So, have you heard of Rollbahn? Because if you haven't, we need to talk. This notebook has completely taken over the Japanese stationery community, and creators here are obsessed with customizing it. I didn't get the hype at first, then I tried it myself and I completely understood. I'm giving mine a full spring makeover using dried flowers, and this is my first attempt. We're changing and designing our own front cover and coil of the notebook. Let's start by removing the original coil. Now that the original coil is removed, let me show you this. MUJI actually sells their own notebook body with just the coil and cover, and that's exactly what we're using today to modify our Rollbahn. Now, as you can see, the MUJI coil is a little longer than we need, so we'll trim off the excess to fit our size. Just be careful with this part. It's a little tough to cut through. Some creators just cut the coil and the wire together in one go. But I prefer to cut the plastic part first, then pull the wire out a little and cut it separately. The reason I do it this way is so I can cut the wire a little shorter, letting it sit tucked inside so the ends don't stick out and accidentally scratch your skin. Alright, the coil fits perfectly. Now let's move on to making our own cover. For the cover, I'm using this cardboard from Daiso. We're going to cut it to the same size as the original Rollbahn cover. Now we're going to round the corners of the cover to give it that clean, uniform look. I'm using this corner punch tool to make it match perfectly. Now we're going to punch the holes for the coil to go through. For this, I'm using a hole punch from Coil. Take your time aligning it so you don't end up punching the wrong side or misaligning the holes. As you can see, this Carl punch has two size options, size A4 and B5. For our notebook, we're going to use the A4 option. And that's it for the cutting and hole punching. Our cover is now the same size as the original. Now for the fun part, designing the cover. Since it's spring here in Japan, I wanted to use dried flowers for this. I actually just got into pressed and dried flowers recently, so I'm still very much a beginner. Let me show you my collection so far. I don't have a huge collection yet, but one of my favorites is this cherry blossom from 2025. I picked it up off the ground since picking flowers is prohibited here in Japan. So we're going to use these for our cover design. Some of them aren't perfectly pressed, but we'll go through them and pick the best ones. Now I'm thinking of adding some frames to really make the flowers stand out on the cover. So this was my first attempt at the layout, but I wasn't quite happy with it, so I kept rearranging until I found something that felt right before adding any embellishments. And I think this is the one. Now let's add some simple embellishments to bring out that vintage feel. To glue the flowers down, I'm just using a regular glue stick. It's all I have right now, so let's see how it goes. If you're a dried flower enthusiast and have a better glue recommendation, please let us know in the comments. I also want to add some washi tape for an extra detail. Now that the design is done, let's use this tool to emboss a quote onto the tape. I usually go with black tape, but today I'm using baby pink to match the spring vibe. I want the flowers to be the first thing you notice, and black might just overpower them. Let me switch it to lowercase and let's start embossing. Now let's stick it onto the cover. Now that the design is done, let's laminate it to protect the flowers. I'm using this film I got from Amazon, but you can also check Daiso, they might have it too. The film has a grid on it as a guide, so let's just cut it roughly and start laminating. Wait, did you see that? The flowers folded while I was laminating. I already saw it happening, but I was like, okay, if I remove this film, it's just going to be a bigger mess. So I just kept going. I'm so sorry for my flowers. At least my sakura made it out okay inside. That's all that matters right now. Honestly, at this point, I was about to cry and I almost stopped filming, but we are not quitters. No point crying over spilled milk, so let's just accept it. Move on and find a way to make it work. So my solution was to find some dried petals to cover the folded part and make it look whole again. But since dried flowers are so delicate, I didn't want to risk pulling the petals apart, so I just placed a whole new flower on top instead. For the top part, I couldn't find a good match, so I just went with a lighter flower instead. Honestly, messing up is just part of the process. This is my first attempt after all, and that's completely fine. And you know what? The imperfections actually give it this real, authentic vintage feel that I kind of love. So I just added a small piece of film over the new flowers, and honestly, it's barely noticeable. And here's a close-up. Yes, there are imperfections, but I think that's what makes it feel handmade and personal. I tried using the Coil punch again, but the cardboard got thicker after the lamination, and I didn't want to force it and risk ruining everything, so I had to find another way. I switched to a regular hole punch and went through them one by one. It takes a little longer, but at this point, I'm not taking any more risks. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out after all those mistakes. I do wish I could change the elastic band color to match though. Okay, but the more I looked at it, the more I felt like the black coil was a bit too heavy for the overall look. Like I mentioned earlier, I want the flowers to be the first thing you notice, and right now the coil is kind of pulling the attention away. At least that's how I feel about it. So I decided to switch the coil out for a clear one. I actually have another notebook I customized before, and I'm going to borrow its clear spring and swap it in. Oh my gosh, okay, this is it. This is exactly what I was going for, and I think we actually did it. What do you think? Do you prefer the black coil or the clear one? Because for me, the clear coil just makes the whole thing look so much lighter and cleaner. I love it. So here's what we learned today. First, be extra careful when laminating dried flowers. They are so delicate, and one wrong move and they'll fold on you. Second, the Coil punch is honestly one of the best tools for this hobby, but just keep in mind it can struggle with thicker materials. Third, if you ever run into the same problem, a regular hole punch will save you. It takes longer, but it gets the job done. And last, in my opinion, the coil color makes such a difference to the overall look. Sometimes just swapping it out is all you need to pull the whole thing together. Before we wrap up, let me show you the notebook I customized before. This one isn't laminated. I actually just used a clear cover from one of my old notebooks. And for the design, I kept it simple with some stickers. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching and sticking with me through all of it. It wasn't perfect, but honestly, that's kind of the whole point. We figured it out as we went, and I think it turned out really beautiful. I hope this gives you the confidence to try customizing your own notebook too. I'm already planning a summer and autumn version, so if you want to see more Japanese stationery content, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye-bye!